YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. I'm back again. The only place, 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 oh, place gonna get it. 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 It's right back in the basic. Chugging the deuces, how we do it. Texas baby man, Douglas back. You know what it is. 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 Real men rise up. Fake men rise down. Real women rise up. Fake women rise down. Practice where I preach and preach on. And I want to talk about this today. I know it's gonna be this today is gonna be Father's Day, but I really need to speak about this on this. Have you ever seen this image right here? That you see this black man fixing something? But I'm gonna show you more to this. There's more to this picture right here. I'm gonna switch it. You see all these other guys of color? They done something, and one guy that's holding the baby and all that, be a better fathers and stuff like that. But this image they show right there, a black man just that doing something. See this right here. I got a problem with this image right there. And Google need they ask what for doing type of shit like this. But see, this is nothing new. It's been going on for a long time. But I'm glad they put this scene right there. But that scene, they could have shown a scene that a father holding a son and teach him how to fight, teach him how to, do something. I really need to talk about fatherless because it's a real urgent issue right there. But I'm glad they put this scene right there. Look, all the other fathers out there who being fathers, this is why it's up to us. We have a power as a man, as men, us as fellas out there. If you want to have children, I suggest you have children by one woman. Not two, not three, not four, one. Because we hear too many stories all the time about women say men need to step up. We hear that all the time. But who the group of women of color say that? Not white women, not black women. Not white women, not Latino women, not Asian women, not Middle East women, not any women of color. The only women of color who say this shit is black women. If you look at Maury Porridge in his show and how it's portrayed, if you notice it, when the white guys, when he cheated, when the first thing, he say the same thing, well, the baby don't look like me, and, I did this and that, she ain't nothing but so she's the whole town whore and stuff. If it's my baby, I take care of it. And don't get me wrong. And they used to do that all the time, but they never do that to white guys. They never do that. He had babies all over around the town. But they always do that to black men. Every single time when you watch Maury Porridge, but they always do the dark pleasure dark men. They do them the most. Why is that? Why is it? It's always play the stereotype, and they do the dark women like that. She have the most of mouths the kid to feed off of her left titty of the titty in the back of milk carton. Why is it that? But they never do that to a white woman. And you would think they have movies like Cheap by the Dozen when the white men and the white women having babies by let's say they have babies by multiple different people. And there was a scene on that True Life. It was showing a white guy, and I feel bad for him. He had 6 children, and he took care of them by themselves. 6 children. He was a single father raising the household for him. And he tried to date women who can help him out. I feel bad for this dude because no women out there, no single women out there do not want to date a man having 6 children. And I don't know if he had babies by different women or not, but that scene right there, some people find that is cute. But let it be a black man with 6 kids, they'll got something to say. Not only white guys, but black women too. And any woman of color. First thing they're going to ask, why he got so many goddamn kids? Who the mother at? Who each mother that he had from this probably prelim by this woman. It's always been that stereotype. I never forget, we went to a store today. Me and my mother and my brother in Walmart. I saw multiple men of color. I saw some black men that be with their women, not only that, and some of their kids. But have you noticed it? It's always the white guys who being around their children, Asian men being around their children, Latino men being around their children, Middle East men being around their children, but not too many particularly of black men. But it's always the black women by themselves a lot of times. But there's some black women that been with their men, or any men of color. But the stereotype does need to change that. It do, and I'm not blaming Google. I'm glad they put in there because it show a positive image. That's why I like that Cheerios commercial. I'll give me a box of Cheerios. I got it right now. I don't see what people are bitching about it because they got a mixed girl in there. And I'm glad BET showed it. Even though I criticize BET, it need to be a better channel, better network. I'm glad they did that because it shows that there are fathers out there that care about their kids. And it pissed me off when women are not going to look at some of the men they chose in their lives. They always say, well, it's not enough men out there. Bitch, go out there and find one. Excuse my saying when I say the B word, but damn, I respect women. But what pissed me off, I ain't gonna lie, men do take that out on themselves because they need to quit giving these women pregnant, quit knocking them up, quit cheating on them, quit doing them wrong. If you don't want to be with this woman, leave her alone. And let she can find somebody else and you can find somebody. I'll say any men of color. But it's sad. At least I got a father in my life. At least I got a father and I got a mother. But see, to this day, people in the media still believe that black men don't have the fathers in their life. But what's really sad the most when you see world star hip hop, seeing 5, 6, 7 boys and they 14 and 13 talking about sucking dick and even pubic hair. That is sad. Something wrong with that. If it was certain white girls of color, especially black women of that, any white women of color say some sucking dick and even pubic hairs and shit, nothing been said and nothing been talking about. But men, but when it comes to men, they ain't saying nothing. That's why I get tired of certain images. But if y'all don't know, DMX sued Oprah. And I don't blame DMX because how he portrays in the media. Even though he ain't cussed out that woman like that, but at least he got to be, he have the right to be upset. But we can't judge DMX. DMX, even though he's portrayed as a thug uppery type, but I think he love his children. He just have a tough life, tough childhood. It's not his fault that his mother left him and messed with a no good man and took the damn daughter and the son and just left him there. It's not his fault. That's how some people grow up like that and try to be the best. But I feel like he should have did better than that. But at least he done what he tried. What can you say? You got mothers who out there not being mothers. Let's be honest. Remember Mother Dearest, that show right there when the clothes hanger, when she beat that damn baby, but it's not her baby. She adopted that baby. There's some no good ass white women out there don't give a damn about their kids, and there's no good ass white guys out there working all the time, fucking the secretary and always fucking with the babysitter and fucking child molestation and all that. But way before they say something about Michael Jackson. See, if you got to talk about black men, you need to start talking about it. And I wish a lot of black women need to start doing that and start looking at themselves a lot of times. And other races of men they with. Just like black men got to look at it a lot of times. You can't just sit there and say it's just black women. It's certain types of black women who get in that certain behavior and the ones that don't. But why is it that they treat the good ones so goddamn bad, but they treat the bad ones like they powerful of gold? Why is that? And I don't give a fuck guys get offended by this because they know what I'm saying is true. I don't think that's not right. I think it's wrong. Because if you got to take your anger and frustration, take your anger and frustration to the ones that cause you that anger. I got a problem with that. I don't like certain images. See, that make men feel, you know what? They think I'm nothing. I might as well be one. That I'm telling you, women watch their words a lot of times because when you tell a guy he's nothing, he's gonna feel in his mind he's nothing. He say fuck if she don't want to let me see my kids in my life. I say fuck it. I don't gotta be a father. That's why I see why a lot of guys go to clubs all the time. I see why a lot of guys don't want to be fathers because they knew once they get married, the sex is going to stop. Even my mother agreed with this. And the sex better keep on going when it comes to marriage. I'm telling you right now. Why you think married people start cheating? And I don't give a fuck married people get pissed off because they need to hear this. Because there's some truth to this. I don't fuck with married women. I don't. There are women out there don't fuck with married men. But I think it's wrong for a man to mess with a married woman, just like it's wrong for a woman to mess with a married man. I'm sorry, it's a sin. I'm sorry. And I can't help it when I'm raised like that. Single people need to mess with single people. Couple people mess with couples. That's how it is. And women need to be careful who the guys they choose in their lives, especially if they're virgins. I hear this all the time. But I like this stuff right here because it shows out there are men out there being fathers. But I don't like this scene that they could have hit us around his kids or something like that. I understand. But when it comes to black men, I hate it when they put us as black men down. I hated that. That pissed me off. Even if they're thugs or not, or if they baby daddies or husband, or if their guys come boyfriends with their girlfriends, I don't care. You gotta lift the problem instead of uplift down the problem. I don't like that. You're telling them they're nothing, and if you keep telling them that they're nothing, they're gonna feel like they're nothing. That's why you see more men out there in the corner and say, you know what? They keep fucking with these men out here. Keep fucking with them, and they're going to show you, you know what? I might not be a man, but I'm a man to me. But I understand. I can't get mad at bad boys and jerks. I don't like what they do, but I can't get mad at them. I understand why some of them do that. I get it. I understand why women do this stuff. Because y'all got to put the blame for yourselves, ladies, and fellas, y'all got to put the selves to y'all blame too, fellas, because you can't just sit there and just say it's the women. Look, I understand women do need to look at some of their issues that they deal with. I get it, because I understand. I hate to be in their shoes because they have to deal with men's raping them and sexual harassment to them. If I want something from a woman, I ask or try to work for a relationship or not, even if I'm single or not. If I'm married, I'm going to commit to her. She'll commit to me. All this good man shit that people talking about, there are good men out there everywhere. You got white guys having a problem with getting women just as much as black men. But the difference is white guys, they got to be noticed in the whole population of talking around the school. The nerdy type of white guy. The guy that's having a hard time. If he's not the jock, if he's not the rockin' star kind of bad boy image of bad boy. White guys have a problem with that. Black men, they had to deal with the certain images what he is. Because black women getting themselves over pregnant again by these no good ass, lousy ass thugs, the ones they praise and worship so much. Where these so-called thugs at when all this stuff that of they cause and what happened in the community? They ain't planning on building on buildings. They're not the first ones to help out America. They do the causes of it. Even though America created gangsters and thugs and drug dealers and all that stuff, even the people caused the problem as well. We can't just sit there and just blame politicians because they got their own messed up. They got children. They got kids. I'm sick and tired of seeing women by themselves with no men around. But it's always that group of women. It's not always black women. Sometimes it's Latino women. But I never see white women. Not usually much, but not that much. But Middle East women sometimes, and Asian women not very likely. Not very likely because we got to talk about it all. I understand that men do need to start taking care of their kids, and there are guys out there that does. Just like women got to take care of their children. And this goes out to men and women. If you don't want no kids, don't get one. It's sad. If I have a father, I make sure I'll be there for my kid. Even if I find a way to make a living, I'm afford a living to take care and buy my kids stuff because she ain't have to buy nothing. But she could buy something, but really let me be the man. I do that. I see too many problems happen all because of this. And this is why women have a hard time finding a real man in this society. And clubs is not one of them, and not in the corner, and not even in the streets. Now you might find them in the mall, you might find them in church, you might find them in the sports bar, not the drinking bar, but the sports one because guys into sports all the time. You'll see them in the workplace. You'll see them all that. Women can find a man any goddamn where. They can find them all over the damn sea. But my mother always say this all the time. They want a certain type of man. The bad boys, the nice guys, and the jerks. I see what she was talking about, but who get the better action of the ass first? It ain't the damn nice guy. He get the leftover. But the bad boy in the jerk, he get the best of the fucking menu and the serving a half-old meal. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't give a damn if some women get offended, and they might make it sound like it's sexist, but it's the goddamn truth. We see this all the time. All the time. We see this. And that's why guys going through sexual frustration, especially white males and black males. That especially that guys that got it together. When they hit in their 30s and 40s, they be really in trouble. When you get in that certain age, your mojo dojo can't work like it used to in the bedroom. Because you hear women, a lot of talking in the damn beauty shops, talking about he can't pull it up like he could. And it's assaulted hear a woman say stuff like that to a man. And just like men say the same thing, she can't pull the sex drive like she driving the sex like she used to. Why you think women getting plastic surgeries and going to exercise to try to look good for these men? They do it for themselves, but really the men. Why you think men's doing? Why you think men's lifting weights and being in better shape to run all the time and looking good for these women, but also for themselves for these women? I see this all the time. And who really hurt is I feel sorry for the kids, but sometimes the kids I don't feel sorry for most of the kids because kids can be disrespectful nowadays. I ain't gonna lie, from boys and girls, especially the boys and also the girls, because when girls turn 18, you can't tell them nothing. My niece the same way like that, and I love her, but sometimes she could be too much easy influence, and she need to sit her ass her grown half managed ass female down still somewhere for she gonna run out some damn steering wheel and some guy's gonna take advantage of her because they don't know what a man is, and that's why she blamed her father and he got out of jail and tried to be there for his kids, and he regretted to this day. And I'm tell you something, men make mistakes. Men are not perfect just as much as women. Women are not perfect. They make mistakes all the time. You got women go to jail and try to, not there for their kids. Some women get arrested over killing somebody. Or some women out there based on the street and they'll know where to go just as much as men does. Cause they get, but somebody got to take the fault. Men and women got what I'm saying to this. Men and women got to take both at the fault at risk, and there's not enough risk. If you don't want to be parent, don't be parent. Because kids are not a play toy, kids are a play thing in a serious situation that matters. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I see this problem every day in this country. Why is it that if the person that do take care of their kids, we don't support them, we don't uplift them, just the men and women. But the guys guys and women who don't want to take care of, they'll raise them like it's nothing. They like to go to club every single day. Those type of folks, they love them. Why is that? Ask yourself this. But I tell to anybody, man, fellas out there, be in y'all sons' lives, man. Teach them how to be a man nowadays, especially black men. Because I'm going to tell you right now, but the black women got to really talk about this. But when soon men try to be there for their kids, they push them off away. And that explains, because sometimes it do got something to do with the women, because women do need to let the men see their kids. If he say he want to be there, let him be in those kids' life, especially a boy, because a boy needs a man in his life somewhere, just like a girl need a woman. A girl need her mother in her life to teach her how to be a woman, so she can learn to grow when she go out there being a mother children when she have a little ones real soon. Because I see this problem, and I hate to see kids suffering like that. I really do, especially the ones that don't deserve it. But the ones the hell badiment kids, they don't say nothing to them. It's always been like that. I hope if I do have a children, and I'm gonna call my father up after I finish upload this video and tell him Happy Father's Day, because my father, he done his job. He worked, he stranded to protect and took care of his kids. And he protected. And he was protesting his community. That's a man right there. Even though he tried to teach me how to drive, but he was not elegant enough. He getting old though. But I'm gonna tell you like this: my father, he done his job. my uncle, he done his job, even though kids wasn't his, but he did the best he could. And I hate women take advantage of guys like that. The ones who try to be there for those kids, the ones who try to stay out of trouble, but they get with the guys who don't give a damn about kids, that's sitting up in the house, ain't doing a goddamn thing, and then they bitching about it and saying that's a man to them because he can lay down in the bedroom that damn good. You know how that go, but any woman would have died for have a guy like that, like me. Because I'm telling you, there are good men out there. Women just need to keep on looking. I'm telling you, that just excuse. I ain't never hear men talk about good women are not that much to find. They're fine. You just ain't looking hard enough. You ain't searching enough. So people out there, be there for your kids, especially women, but especially men. Be there for your kids, and for these kids don't need to be fatherless. Because once they be fatherless, they be childless hopelessness, and there's not enough hope to give and nothing to give to take. So happy Father's Day to all the fellas out there who got kids, but the men who don't got kids, you'll get one. And the mothers who be mothers, and when it comes to Mother's Day, but the ones who ain't gonna be mothers, they be mothers someday. And that's all I got to say to talk at the back of the basic today. All right, and it's your boy Domination. This is back of the basic. Chuck the Deuces, how we do it, Texas baby. Until next time. All right. Peace, and I'm out.